I need 79 plus. And for that, do you have a perfect plan with you? Well, if you're wondering, then trust me, today's video entails each and everything, especially the end-to-end strategies, which modules to focus, how to focus, what to focus, how much time you need to give per day, where to practice each and everything in detail if you are dreaming about that 79 plus perfect plan. Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul from Skills PTE Academic, back with it, another video. Today's video is all about a perfect plan for a 79 plus, end-to-end strategies, a routine, how many hours I need to give per day and everything. Before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance, you can WhatsApp us to the number given there. I'll be there, we will be there to help you, guide you in the right direction. Alright, without wasting any time, let's quickly start with the video. Let me just share my screen. How to score 79 plus easily with a perfect plan. Well, if you go with a plan, it actually becomes easy. That's the whole point of it. So the plan is, first step, to understand which modules are a priority. Don't simply start practicing. Hold on for a while and understand which modules actually give you marks. The very first thing, read aloud contributes 70 marks. 30 to 35 to reading, 30 to 35 to speaking. Then this you need to first prioritize if you want a better reading score, isn't it so? Repeat sentence, 60 marks, 30 marks to speaking, 30 marks to listening. Then if you really need a better score in the listening module, then you need to concentrate more on this module, isn't it so? Then comes reading, fill in the blanks, 25 to 30 marks to reading alone, and reading, writing, fill in the blanks is of highest priority because it contributes 50 marks, 25 to 26 marks to reading, and the same 25-26 marks to writing. Listening, fill in the blanks, 30 marks, 12 to 15 marks towards your listening and 12 to 15 towards your writing. Writing, you want more score writing, forget about template, come to these modules. This will get you that 90 writing. Right from dictation, 80 to 90 marks, 40 to 45 marks towards your listening, 40 to 45 marks towards your writing. A lot of people are not aware of it. PTE is an integrated exam. It's not like IELTS. It doesn't work that way. In IELTS, writing means writing. Here, writing means not writing. Writing is not essay. Writing means reading and listening. So these 6 are a priority. The first thing is to understand which modules are a priority and which are not. So accordingly, you give that time in your plan. 80-20 ratio, 80% of your time you give it to this and 20% of the time you give to the other modules which are not a priority. We'll come back on this, how to practice and everything in just a while. Let's understand the modules which are not a priority. Which modules are priority, not a priority, sorry, there is a mistake here. Which modules are not a priority? The very first thing, your essay is not a priority. Many people are still in the pool of assumption. I am using the template, I have to get 90. No, you use the template, you get 12 to 15 marks. If 2 essay comes, 20 to 25 marks, not 90. This is not a priority module. Remember this, summarized written text, 4 marks into 2. 4 marks to writing and 4 marks to reading, not a priority. Describe image, it has template, but this will not give you 90. It gives you 10 to 12 marks, max to speaking. Not a priority. You can skip this and still get 90. Not 90, probably 79 plus to 80. We have tried that, it has come. I don't suggest that, but yes, it is not a priority. Let's talk about that. Written lecture, 2 questions can come 8 to 10 marks. If 1 question comes, 5 to 6 marks. This contributes into 2. Let's say 10 marks are there, 20 marks. 10 marks to listening and 10 marks to speaking. Still not a priority because these modules contribute 50, 60, 80 marker. These things contribute 10 marks, 20 marks, so it's not a priority. Summarize spoken text, again 2 questions may come, 1 question may come, 5 to 8 marks into 2 means 5 to 8 marks to listening and 5 to 8 marks to writing. So all of these are not crossing that 15 mark, but here all of these are crossing 70, 60, 80. These are the priority and these are not the priority. This is the plan, this is the perfect start. Right now we have understood 80% of our time where to give and 20% of our time where to give. Now let's understand. Oh, very sorry. I've got, sorry to say, sorry for the interruption. I've got highlight incorrect words as well. Sorry, I forgot that. 10 to 12 into 2, 10 to 12 marks to listening and 10 to 12 marks towards your reading as well. This contributes not a huge high priority module. And reorder the paragraph, 4 to 5 marks max to reading, not a priority, not a priority, not a priority. I'm practicing 1000 reorder, 1001 reorder over, hey Talia, hey, no need. Nothing is required. 4 to 5 marks, it's okay. So we will see how to skip, how to do, what to do, everything is covered in the next set of slides. The plan, the third step, the first step is to understand what are priorities, second step is to understand what are not a priority, third step is to understand how many mistakes you are allowed to make in those modules which are a priority and in those modules which are not a priority. This is a golden technique. This is the actual part of the video. Read aloud. 0 fumbles. Pay more attention. You want 90? Then don't make any fumbles and read aloud. Whenever you practice, you are not supposed to make even one fumble towards your read aloud. In that way, you have to practice. Nakul, read aloud, I have made 4 or 5 fumbles. Reading 79 would be difficult because reading FIB also you make mistakes. Considering that, this is very easy. Difficult ones you make mistakes. Easy ones also you make mistakes, you will fall down. Difficult ones you make mistake, it's totally fine. To some extent, it's fine. But easy ones also, you cannot make mistake on the easy one. Then the marks will come up. The plan is, considering reading FIB, you will have some problem. Read aloud, you are not supposed to make any mistakes. If you want that 79 plus, remember this, remember this, remember this. Repeat sentence, 10 questions will be there, 8 questions, minimum 8. Need to be perfect in terms of fluency. Content, like I've told in many videos, 60-70% is enough, 100% is not required, 60-70% is enough. I recently made a video for 65 plus as well. There I've told in a way people have understood in a different way. 60-70 to 80% is more than enough for the content. Well, if you can give 100% correct, well and good. There are some small sentences, let's say 5-word sentence, there don't try to give 60-70% and all, try to give 100%. Because there are hardly 4-5 words, in that you are giving 2 words, in that software will understand 1 word, it will not give mark. This is on an average I am talking about, very simple sentence, please speak perfect. Lengthy ones, minimum 60-70%, content should be matching, but you cannot afford to fumble even once for these 8 audios. 2 audios you can take that risk of making 1 or 2 fumbles. Hope you are getting it. If you want that 79 plus repeat sentence out of 10 audios, max 1 or 2 audios you can play around by giving some fumbles in the worst case. The best case scenario, 8 audios minimum have to be precise in terms of the flow of speech. And for all the audios, this is the minimum 100% you try to give. In the worst case, 60-70% content is a must. For all. 2 sentence I gave only 40%. 79 would be really difficult. You would be losing some 6 marks, 3 marks from 1 repeat sentence. 6 marks lost to listening. Right from dictation, oh, I missed some 4 words, gone case. 79, not possible. So considering listening fill in the blank, right from dictation are little tricky. Here you cannot make mistakes. This is easy. Hope you are getting it. Here mistake is not about speaking 60-70%. No, 60-70% content matching is enough. The mistake is fumble. If you fumble, gone case. Be very careful. At least 8 audios, don't fumble. 2, you can take that excuse, and if you really want, you can do 1 or 2 small fumbles. And then comes reading fill in the blanks. Let's say 25 marks in the exam, 25 blanks will be there. Hey, you cannot get a 20-21 man. If you want 79, this has to be 22 to 23. Because reading, writing fill in the blanks is even more difficult. There also you make mistakes. Getting it? I am talking about overall 79 plus in reading. If you want, then here if you are getting 20. Here if you are getting 20, most probably in reading, writing fill in the blanks also you get 20, 79 not possible. Here you get 20, reading, writing fill in the blanks 25 out of 25. It can happen, the miracles can happen, but mostly no. Here you have problem, there also you will have problem. So out of 25, max 2 or 3 mistakes you can do. In the worst case of 4, in the best case scenario 2 to 3. And the same way reading, writing fill in the blanks also 2 to 3 mistakes. 5 questions will be there usually, or sometimes 6, sometimes 4. On an average, for every 2 questions you can make 1 or 2 mistakes, remember. For every 3 questions, 2 to 3 mistakes. So this way you have 5 questions, 2 or 3 or in the worst case 4 mistakes you would have done. Still in the contention for a 79 plus. You are making 5-6 mistakes, gone case. Be very careful. This is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth. Listening fill in the blanks, considering right from dictation will not be a piece of cake. You cannot let's say 2-3 questions are there, 15 mark, let's say, you cannot get 10 here. I would suggest 14 to be on the safer side. If you still want to take some leverage, then 13 is also fine. Not more than 2 mistakes in listening, fill in the blanks, because this is that one stone which killed 2 birds. The bird 1 is called listening and the bird 2 is writing. Be very, very careful. This is very, very important module. Not more than 1 or 2 mistakes. And right from dictation, let's say 4 questions are there or 3 questions lengthy audio. On an average, I am talking about if it is total 40, it could be 30 also, it could be 50 also. On an average, if 40 are there, max 35 or 36. Maximum mistakes you can make, not more than this. So if you make more mistakes here, then that means right from dictation you have problem. If you have problem in right from dictation, repeat sentence also you will have problems. So scores will get down. So in the exam, max 4, in the worst case 1 more you can add 5, not more than that. You can afford to make mistakes in right from dictation. If you are dreaming about 79 plus in listening and writing, this is the reality, this is the truth, this is the truth. Take a screenshot of it. Let's quickly move on to understand how many mistakes you are allowed to make in non-priority modules. These are not a priority, but still they contribute some 10, 15, 20 marks, man. That means here no mistake should happen. Considering here, oh, I made lot of mistakes, reading, writing, fill in the blanks. 5 blanks gone, right from dictation, another 4 blanks gone. 4 mistakes. Listening, fill in the blanks, 1 more mistake, now you are at 80, 79. On top of that, essay, 4 spelling mistakes. Scores will come down to 73. Guys, in the modules which are not a priority, you cannot afford to make a mistake. Essay, max 1 is spelling. Any template you use, I recently made a video on template, you can check. But it should be ideally 0 spelling mistake. In the worst case, you can make 1 spelling mistake. 1 mark you may lose to writing. Summarized written text should not have any issues, considering you will have problem in reading FIB, reading, writing FIB, listening FIB, right from dictation. Here you cannot make that mistake. Describe image, max 0 mistakes, so nothing. Read aloud, Nakul, very difficult for me. Repeat sentence, difficult. There you had made mistake. Here on top of that, if you start fumbling, gone case. Describe image, what gives you mark is just the fluency, not the content, not the keywords, not the maximum minimum title template. No, it is the fluency. You make 2-3 fumbles here, difficult to get 79, provided you have problem in read aloud and repeat sentence. There should be absolutely no mistakes with respect to fumbling and describe image. Written lecture, there should be absolutely no mistakes. No mistakes means max to max 1 fumble, not more than that. And for a 79 plus, I would always recommend people to take at least 5 phrases. In the best case scenario, 6 to 7 phrases. Write it down and speak so that your listening marks come up. Listening, fill in the blank, write from dictation, always problem for me. Then written lecture, you should grab as much marks as possible, isn't it, towards your listening. You write 111 keyword, no marks for 79, 58 is fine. For 79, 4 to 5, I would say 5. In the worst case, best case 6 to 7. Please note it down and speak as much as possible, at least 30 seconds or 25 to 30 seconds, but this will contribute, written lecture, this will contribute marks more to listening. The same way summarize spoken text, whatever we told for written lecture, same thing, at least 5, in the best case 6 phrases, 4 to 5 to 6, remember this, with 0 spelling mistake. Essay, I made 2 spelling mistake. Right from dictation, 6 marks gone. Reading, writing, fill in the blanks also gone case. Then writing, you are at 77, 78. On top of that, summarize spoken text, 4 spelling mistakes. 65, 68, 70, it will start coming down. So here 0 spelling mistakes. Remember this, remember this, remember this. Highlight incorrect words. How many words mistakes max I can make? 0 here, because other modules are very difficult. This also you make mistakes, gone case. 0, 0, 0, 0, cannot afford to make even 1 mistake and highlight incorrect words if you want that 79 plus. Reorder the paragraph, take a chill pill. Well, try your best to get full marks. If at all you are not getting, it's okay, it's 4-5 marks. If reading FIB is all perfect, reorder, if you get 0, still you can get 90 out of 90. We have witnessed this lately. Many students of ours completely skipped the reorder, did not even select, but reading FIB, they took this extra time and solved. We experimented this. Reading, they have got 88, 89, 90. So with this, I am telling you boldly, very confidently, don't have to worry too much about it, because we all know how difficult it is. In the exam, something else will come, we would have prepared something else here. If you can do it, do it. 1 minute you spare, not more than that. Don't have to spend too much of time to the reorder, even for your practice. Hope you are getting it. So, these are the modules that are not a priority, and these are the mistakes that you can make. Now, let us talk about how to practice. Practice by keeping in mind the minimum scores. Read aloud. Whenever I practice, I record, and if there are fumbles, I reduce marks. I will practice until I become confident of producing 0 fumbles. And then don't give exam, man. Nakul, tomorrow I am thinking to give exam. Today I practice read aloud. 18 fumbles were there in 5 audios. Don't give 50 also is difficult to get in the exam. In that way you practice. Do a self-strict analysis. Don't have to go to third-party applications and try. They are not Pearson compliant. Fluency part you can try there, or you can just download any sound recording app, click record and speak, and then end recording and just listen. Any fumbles are there, reduce the marks. It's as simple as that. So, you should practice in a way there are 0 fumbles. Once you attain that 0 fumbles for every read aloud, then you give exam. Otherwise, marks will not come. Reading will definitely go down. Repeat sentence, like I already told you, record your performance. Let's say for 10 repeat sentence, at least 80% of the times there should be 0 fumbles, and for all the sentences minimum 60-70% or maximum 100% should be matching. Let's say you are practicing in 3 out of 10, 4, let's say 3-4 read alouds, you are giving 0% content, then don't give exam, and 65 is also difficult. Let's have a timetable written. This is what I need to attain today. Everything needs to be written, and then practice and see if it is matching. Or matching, next step, gate open. You have to go to the examination hall. No, I am not matching it, only 5 audios for perfect, rest all I fumbled. Then don't give exam. Give exam once your performance matches with this. Reading fill in the blanks, randomly take any 5 questions in the internet or anywhere. If you join our course, we will give you everything, because there are 10,000 plus questions with the approach. In the internet, you don't get the approach, you only get to practice. With us in our course, online paid course, you get the approach as well. So, anytime you need an online assistance, you can join us, but yes, take any random 5 questions. 21 or 20, 22 or 21 minimum. 23, 24 if you are getting every time consistently for a week. Book exam. Every time I am getting 20 or 21, Nakul, then hold on, because it will not come. See, whatever is here, the same thing will reflect. Here you need to pour in the data, for that time is required. Okay, hope you are getting it right. So, give exam only when you are practicing in a way that matches with the criteria of 79, not more than 2 to 3 mistakes in reading fill in the blanks out of 5 questions, and same thing for reading writing fill in the blanks as well. In the worst case, 21 is also fine in some cases, but mostly I would need 22 or 23. Listening fill in the blanks, 1 or 2 mistakes, not more than that. So, every time you are practicing, you are making 4 mistakes in 2 or 3 questions, then don't book exam. Understand why you are making mistake. Oh, spelling is the problem, work on it. Oh, listening skill, accent I am not able to get, work on it. Oh, grammar is the problem, singular plural problem, work on it. No, immediately people give exam. People have a lot of money, I know that. Right from dictation, take randomly 4 questions, not more than 4 mistakes. If you are making 8 mistakes, 65 you are at, that's it. If you are making less than 4 or 5 mistakes, it's okay in some cases, and it's consistently maintained for over 4 to 5 days, because some questions will be very easy, some questions difficult. So, on average you should take and do this for, let's say, 4 or 5 days. If it consistently maintaining not more than 4 mistakes, then give exam. Otherwise, practice, accept it and practice, as simple as that. So, now practice by keeping in mind the minimum scores. The same way for the non-priority modules, essay, whenever you write an essay, put a timer of 20 minutes. Write the entire essay in a notepad. 15 minutes you finish, the rest 5 minutes you proofread for any spelling errors, and then copy paste this to a Word document. There should be 0 spelling mistake, or 1 in the worst of the worst case. Nakul, I did it yesterday, 8 spelling mistakes came, Nakul. Then don't book exam, man. You book exam, you will get low score, and you come back here and say, I followed everything you said, scores are not coming, please block this channel rather. This is what I keep hearing. It feels so sad when people say this. Many are selling this, because they assume they are following everything. This is difficult, man. You are making 0 mistakes, spelling mistake, it requires a lot of effort. So, work on it, getting it until you get that 1 or 0 spelling mistakes. Don't book exam. Summarized written text should be no mistakes, but I have given you everything about summarized written text in many of my videos. Full sentence in between comma, and in the end full stop. Half sentence if you copy, it would be 0 marks. Be very careful. Don't have to practice for summarized written text. Describe image whenever you practice. If you are fumbling, then don't book exam. There should be 0 fumbling. So if at all you are fumbling, then it's time you fix it. Until then, don't book exam. It will not come. Hope you're getting it. So that should be your practice plan. Written lecture, 5 to 6 phrases you try to take. In the worst case, 5 is also fine. If you're able to take only 3 phrases, don't give exam. For 79 please, you need to take more phrases. Hope you're getting it. Hope you're getting it. Hope you're getting it. And then come summarize spoken text. Here also same as the written lecture. 5 to 6 phrases you write with 0 spelling mistake. Write in the notepad, proofread, and then transfer it to MS Word. If there are 5 spelling mistakes, don't book exam. Prepare in a way that 0 spelling mistakes are there. Hired and correct words, you can practice this in the internet. It is very easy. Make sure there are no mistakes here. In that way you practice, and then reorder the paragraph. Don't have to practice a lot. In the beginning, one day or 2 day you practice for like 10-15 questions, and then go give exam. Finish my reorder video, part 1 and part 2. We have made lot of tips and tricks. Just type skills PTE reorder. You will find lot of shortcuts. Just follow it. Just give exam. In the exam, just try out your best. Otherwise, it's okay. Don't spare more than 1 minute in the exam for reorder the paragraph. Hope it is clear. So now, the perfect plan, the routine that needs to be followed on a per day basis. 2 hours a day. Well, if you have 5 hours, please do increase the number of questions. That's it. 2 hours a day. Read aloud 5 minutes is enough. I'll tell you why. Because reading activity you'll be doing in the end. Read aloud 5 or 6 read aloud enough per day. Repeat sentence 10 minutes you practice, but you know how to practice, right? Download a sound recording app in the phone, click record, any sound recording app. Just type sound recorder in your Play Store. Click record, and in the laptop practice everything from any source you want, and then come back here, end recording, and listen to the recording. And I've told you how to match the criteria. 10 minutes is enough, and 5 reading fill in the blanks questions should be more than enough. If you have time, see, this is only for people who have 2 hours. If you have more time, increase that to 50 reading FAB questions also. It's totally fine. So 15 minutes is what it takes, and 5 reading, writing, fill in the blanks question, 15 minutes. 5 listening, fill in the blanks. Around audio should be lengthy, 8 to 10 minutes you would need, and write from dictation, 10 to 15 minutes, around 12 to 15 questions you can cover. Each question don't give once the audio ends, not more than 40 seconds. So this along with essay and all, no, in the beginning you practice for 1 or 2 days and then stop. Describe image, read a lecture, summarize spoken text, no. In the beginning you practice for 2-3 days, stop it. This is the priority. 15 minutes of spelling test. This is where your essay is counted. Summarize spoken text counts for spelling test. So if you're doing this 15 minute spelling test every day in our course, every day we have 15 minute spelling test. If you're not able to join the course due to obvious reasons, then you find out a spelling app or spelling test in the internet, type, do it every day. Whatever the mistakes that you are making with respect to spellings, write it down, revise them, maintain a book of spelling, correct? 30 minutes of novel reading or newspaper, anything is fine, and 20 minutes of listening to a podcast. Hope you are getting it. So this is an ideal routine, 20 minutes of listening to a podcast. iHeart.com, one of the good websites where you can get a lot of podcasts, or you can go to YouTube, type podcast. Listen. You need to listen and you need to read. These two are best activities to improve your reading skills, listening skills, and everything. These 3 contribute approximately 1 hour and 1 hour of practice. So this way, if you plan it and practice, tracking down the scores every day, it's definitely possible, man, no matter where you stand today. Are you at 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 30 days, 2 hours a day? All I am asking, religiously, diligently follow this by tracking the things and with a belief that it will work. It will work. If you keep questioning things, it will not. People question their ability, and my ability also sometimes. Question your inability to grasp things. Okay, that we don't do. Every day 5 minutes you sit in a corner and just think, repeat sentence I did, 10 repeat sentence. I am not able to get that fluency full in 8 repeat sentence. Why? You will get an answer. That questioning your inability is not happening. Questioning others' ability is very, very easy, isn't it? So give it a thought. This is the perfect plan that I would say. It will definitely work. You just have to follow it rigorously with the belief that it works. It will definitely work. Fine guys, with this I'll park it here. This is Nakul signing off from Skills PT Academy. How you felt about the video? Please leave your valuable comment in the comment section. And what kind of videos you want me to make next? Leave your comment. We will take that very positively. With this, I'll park it here, guys. Soon I'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye bye.